Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 2015 WNBA playoffs presented by Boost Mobile. Thank you for coming today. And I would like to begin very quickly on behalf of Mr. Laimbeer with Renee Brown, the Chief of Basketball Operations and Player Relations for the WNBA. Renee?
Thank you.
And when we are done, after Coach gives remarks, please stay in your seats, raise your hands, and we'll call on you for questions.
Thank you. It is great seeing everyone here today. On behalf of the WNBA, thanks for coming. You've heard the phrase, been there, done that. Well, Bill Laimbeer has mastered the art of turning around a franchise. He did it before with the Detroit Shock, taking a team that finished 9-23, and in his first full season as the head coach, he produced a team that recorded a league record of 25-9. And now he's done it again. He's done it again. Taking a New York Liberty team that missed the playoffs last year, even though he did coach them, a team that has since gone through a significant makeover to its roster, adding key veteran newcomers and talented rookies. Bill has guided this team to once again the league best record at 23-11. He has not only led the Liberty back to the playoffs, but to the top seed in the Eastern Conference and also the top seed in the WNBA. With that, it gives me great pleasure to present the 2015 WNBA Coach of the Year Award to a player's coach, a smart coach, Bill Laimbeer.
Thank you. Get the pictures? I gotta go to work. All right. I didn't know I was going to speak, but okay, real quick. This is not an award about myself. This is an award about a staff, and they actually should change the name of the award to the coaching staff of the year. There's no question, and the staff that I have is second to none with Katie Smith and Herb Williams and Teresa Witherspoon, and also our trainer Laura Ramus, who's damn near the best in the league. I couldn't do this without them. The players will tell you the same thing. They're very well liked. So, but someone has to get their name stuck up on the award. I guess I'm the one. But I said again, it's not about me. It never has been about me. It's about the players. It's about the team. And I think everybody's happy. It just shows that we got something done in the regular season. Doesn't mean we won anything. We don't get bonuses for those things. You know, it just goes up in someplace in the closet or someplace and over the course of time. But I do want to say thank you to Mr. Dolan for giving us all the great facilities and hiring me back. And Isaiah was a big part of that also. I want to say thanks to him. So other than that, it's good it's going quickly because I got to go back to work. Yo, go ahead.
You know, it's nice to give credit where credit is due, but, you know, what is it about your professional constitution that enables you to, like, build franchises like this? You had immediate success in Washington, but it took you a little longer here, 3 years. What is it about you?
It was Detroit, but
yeah, Detroit, I think.
you know, the players respond to the manner in which I approach them and how I interact with them. I demand of them, but at the same time, I let them know where they stand at all times. And if you're it, you play. I don't play favorites. They know that. And everybody likes that environment to play in. If you don't like the environment to play in, then there's another team down the street you can go play for.
Bill,
Doug?
You talked yesterday about the similarities between this year's group and the group when we went last time in 2003. Just talk for a second about comparing Detroit.
Physical-wise, there's no comparison. The one in Detroit was very much more physical basketball team, and you know, just across the board, you know, mean and tough. But both teams have the great mental toughness and the great internal leadership in the locker room. That's what makes champions. It takes great pressure off the coach when you have leaders in the locker room that police themselves. This is what this team has. So, you know, a lot of teams get tired of the coach on them, the voice all the time. This team, I don't get to speak very much. My assistants do a lot of the talking. When I do speak, they know it's the right thing I want to talk about.
Howard, front right.
Bill, you spoke about the offseason being somewhat tumultuous. I'm just curious, was there any part of you that thought you might not get an opportunity again to do this? And is there extra satisfaction in getting the opportunity?
No. You know, when they didn't renew my contract, everybody says I was fired. I was, and they just didn't renew my contract. And then I told Kristen Bernert, the Vice President of Operations here, I said, that day I said, you know, they're going to call me back. And I just, matter of fact, they just said that, and I believe that, and they did. As if you ask the players that we're going to move forward with the franchise, that they thought that we're going in the right direction, all it needed was a little more time, and it's proven correctly.
Seth.
Bill,
Seth, front right.
How did you find out, and what was your reaction yesterday?
How did I find out? I got a call from Laura Ritchie a few days ago. I said, okay, thanks, Laurel. It should be a staff award, not an individual award. How do I feel about it? I'm trying to win a championship. I'm not, coaching awards. Like I said, I don't get any money for it. So, it just proves, I did say yesterday to the AP, I did say that, one gratifying thing was I got to come back and prove that the direction that we embarked upon was the right one. Granted, we haven't won anything yet, but we have set this franchise on the right course, and I take pride in that one. Couple more, yeah.
James,
It's
one.
very clear that you haven't won anything. So how much pressure is on this team as opposed to back in Detroit? We all know that the Liberty have been in the league since the beginning.
Well, we also know it's New York. I think that we went into the season as looking at it as a potential lottery case. We had no expectations going in except to build a game of chemistry and to build a team that the fan base could rally around for years to come. That it happened to come together, we hit the right pieces, we got lucky in the draft, and the whole package just kind of melded together, which was a little bit surprising, but it happens. Yeah, we know that, we haven't accomplished anything. We know that in New York you have to win, and you have to, and you have to win big. And when you do, it's great. So, but, we know that we could stub our toe, and be 2-1 out, or we can win every home game and win the championship. It can go either way. We're very realistic on who we are right now. We're not a super team, but we're a gritty and a smart team.
2 more questions in the back.
Coach, what was the one thing that told you from last year to this year that there would be a difference?
I think a couple pieces. Getting the trade for Epiphany Prince for Cappy Pondexter, I think we got a little bit younger with a future around Tina. I think bringing in Tanisha Wright was a fantastic piece for us. The leadership qualities, we knew coming in, that's what we got her for. We expressed that to her, that we needed that leadership, and she's been phenomenal beyond anybody's stretched imagination. And then we got lucky in the draft. We were able to move up, and pieces fell our way, and they just happened to fit the whole puzzle.
Last question, front right, Howard.
So you talked about this being a staff award, and the extent to which this is a Bill Laimbeer team sort of can't be overstated. I'm just curious how much of the success you've had this year is you interested in building a prototypical Bill Laimbeer team?
Well, there's no question that building a team is one piece of the puzzle, but then you have to have a staff that takes it to the next level and gets the most out of them. Look at like Teresa Witherspoon. We hired her as a development coach, and we're training her how to be a top flight assistant and a head coach. And like an example, I got to bring this up because the other day we get this memo from the league, and it says, well, Teresa Witherspoon can't participate in the playoffs. We're like, what? She can't go on the court and sit behind the bench. Well, no, that's not right. Integral part of our basketball team. I understand not going on the bench for 2 assistant coaches, but so we're fighting it, and we're fighting it that she's an integral part of our basketball team. We believe, myself personally, and our franchise is very, very dedicated to nurturing former players and bringing them up through the ranks, so they can have opportunities not only in our league but also in college, which are many opportunities. They just need a start. We hire advanced scouts. Kristen's very big in hiring advanced scouts who are former players, give them access to all of our video opportunities. So we're pushing that agenda of getting more people involved. I just think that the league should help us move that along also.
Last question.
We're fighting. She's going to be out there today. We're fighting it. So we're going to, they want to find us, go ahead.